Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy icy Wednesday. Hope you're all staying safe, making sure that you salt those driveways and salt those sidewalks. Here's the good news. The main roads, unless you live up on a mountain, are pretty much just wet. So if you have some place to go, getting out of your driveway is probably your biggest challenge. Once you're on the roads, not so bad. But do be safe. If you can work from home this morning, do work from home, and then come on in because we'd love to see you. All right, let's get started this morning with my good friend, Jose Vladimir. Jose, good morning.
It would be helpful if I unmute myself. Good morning, Rick. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me?
We can.
Wonderful. Good morning, everybody. This is Jose Vladimir from Guaranteed Rate Affinity. First, I want to take this opportunity to wish all of my KW203 business family a blessed 2022. Happy New Year to all of you. My hope for you and your family for this year, especially for you, it is for this year to be a prosperous year, a record-breaking year, full of achievements, full of health, spiritual peace and balance in your family, and above all, love. I wish you all love for your job, for your family, for everything you do. And thank you. For this morning call, actually, I'm not going to talk about mortgages, but rather, I'd like to invite you to join me next week for a webinar, which my company is hosting. It is called the Ready, Set, Thrive Marketing Webinar for year 2022. The webinar is being hosted by Jeff Lobb and Sam Trimble. These two speakers are experts in social media and video marketing, and my company was able to hire them to speak to us for 1 hour next Wednesday. I apologize that they couldn't change the times around. It's going to be early in the morning. It's going to be between 9 and 10 plus Q&A. So that means that next Wednesday, I will not be joining you because I will be attending the webinar. But I'm hoping that maybe after you do this call next Wednesday, you'll be there and join us to see and hear these experts talk about how you can take advantage of your social media platform, your video technology, and use it to help enhance, increase your business for 2022. A quick note, Mr. Jeff Lobbs is actually a founder and CEO of Spark Tank Media, which is a company specializing in training, coaching, focus on sales, marketing, and technology for real estate companies. He was a realtor for 26 years, and his focus is on mobile branding, social media, video, and digital marketing. I love this. He says he's fluent in 3 languages. He speaks English, real estate, and technology. I dig it. The other person that's going to be joining that call is Sam Trimble. He is also a technology expert and social media expert, and he will be sharing with all of you his advice for 2022. He's also a contributor to a magazine called Inman News, which is a real estate industry-related news platform, and he's highly recommended. With that said, I am Jose Vladimir from Guaranteed Rate Affinity. I hope you find this information useful. I will put it in the chat, the link information for this webinar, and I hope to see you all there if you can. And as always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I am always happy, willing, and able to help you if I can. Have a wonderful day.
Very good. Thank you so much, Jose. And just for all of you who are looking to be a part of that, Jose, I have to double check back with you a little later on, because my understanding from Don was that's on our calendar for 12 noon on Wednesday the 12th. And so
really?
if that time has changed to 9 o'clock, we will make adjustments to this call so that you all can be on that social media thing. We will work it out. Jose and I will work it out on the back end, and we'll bring it to you in an email later on. So do watch for an update on that. All righty. So one of the things I wanted to make sure that we addressed was the passing of our dear friend, Ms. Betty White. Always awesome to check in with somebody who's this close to 100. As many of you know, one of my goals in my life is to live to at least 100. I don't want to miss it by like 15 days like poor Betty did. If I have to make it to 15 days past 100, then I'm going to work hard to do that. However, I think you can all agree that if you're going to be 99 or 100 years old, Betty White's the way you want to do it. She was still working. She was still out there doing her thing every single day. And so thank you to Mara, who sent this to me the other day. And we'll just play a minute or two of this in honor of Betty White.
It's a calendar. Each month has the picture of a man who's brought some special joy into my life.
Whoa!
September.
Yep.
Surprised you were able to walk in October.
So the woman had 56 boyfriends in 1 year. She's not a slut.
Thank you, Doris.
She is the slut. She's the grand poobah of slutdom. She is the easiest woman in this room.
Dorothy Spornak, you take that back.
The slut is dead. Long live the slut.
No, Blanche is talking about...
A Nestle's Crunch?
one over.
Enema bag?
To the right.
Didn't you, Grip?
Condoms, Rose! Condoms, condoms, condoms!
Best sex. Oh, it's just so hard to rate these things. There's degree of difficulty, style points, choice of music. Did they land on their feet during the dismount?
Mom, what is going on here?
Afterglow.
But the only thing we have in common is under the sheets.
What's under the sheets?
His cappuccino maker. Sex, Rose. I am talking sex. We don't go to dinner. We don't go to the movies. We just go to bed, and it is terrific.
All that and cappuccino, too?
All right, we'll leave it at that. All that and cappuccino too. You can think about that for the rest of your day. Thank you, Betty White, for years and years and years of laughter. May you rest in peace. All righty. I wanted to bring you, yesterday I had a bunch of challenges that we didn't quite get to. And so I want to bring you the rest of these challenges this morning so that you are set to kill it in 2022. You ready? All right, challenge number 1. Anyone fall into the category of eating way too much over the last few weeks? Well, challenge number 1 helps you address that, because as we have done a couple of times in the past, we are going to set the next 60 days as a figure out where you want to be. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it a weight loss challenge. You can call it a tone it up challenge. You can call it a just stop pushing those cookies into my mouth challenge, whatever it is you'd like to call it, right? But a challenge over the next 60 days to move you from where you are to where you want to be from a health, exercise, and diet perspective. As we've done in the past, we will have a Google spreadsheet because no challenge is worthy unless we are going to track our progress. You can track where you are. You can track weekly as to where you're headed and put the goal there, and we'll all get there together. I know you always help me achieve my goals when we do this together, and so I hope that by doing this publicly, we help you achieve your goals as well. Remember, yes, John Mendez, your summer body starts now, right? For some of us, it's going to take from now until the summer to get to that summer body. So we need to start early. All right, so that's challenge number 1. If you are interested in doing that, I will push out the link to that later this afternoon. just dive into that Google sheet, pop in your name. If you want to do it anonymously, this is probably not the program for you. You can do it offline. But again, the whole point of doing this together is the accountability that, you know, every Sunday or Monday, you've got to report in your results. So I will push that out, that link later on today. If you want to jump into that, we invite you to jump into that. So that's challenge number one for your health, because your health feeds your body and your body feeds your mind. And we need that acuity to make sure that we're hitting our other challenges. Challenge number two is a new listings challenge for KW203, right? So we've had a couple of listing challenges in the last couple of months where we've performed brilliantly. We are going to set our January, February listings challenge differently than we have in the past, because we are going to have a floor where we are not going to go below that floor, and then we're going to have a target, right? The goals for all of us as an organization for 2022 say that we are going to take 1,850 new listings, right? 1,850 new listings. You need to decide how many of those are yours, but 1,850 is the total for us all. 1,850 divided by 52 weeks is 35 listings a week as an organization, right? How does that sound as an organization? 35 a week, right? There's 103 of us on this call. That seems relatively simple, right? So let's do this. Seasonally, January and February tend to be lighter listing months, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to set a floor and a ceiling. Well, actually, we're not going to set a ceiling. We're going to set a floor and then a target. And if we blow through that target, well, then good for us. The floor is going to be 25 listings a week. That means 200 listings in the next 60 days. That's a 8% increase over what we took last January and February, right? So 25 a week, that's 200 listings by March the 1st. Here's what I want you to recognize. We're not giving up the 35 a week. That is still the target. 35 a week over the next 8 weeks is 280 listings. That's the target goal. However, we're going to set ourselves a floor that says we are on track and on pace if we are hitting at least that 25 a week. So 200 and 280, those are our two numbers that we'll be monitoring. We'll bring you those results weekly. Make sure that you plug in with your own numbers. How many of those are you going to contribute each week? 1, 2, 12, 17? What does that look like for you in your listing world, knowing that you have to list to last in this business? So there's challenge number 2, is a listings challenge. Challenge number 3, we have a new round of Ignite starting next Tuesday, what's next Tuesday? Somebody put it in the chat. I think it's the 11th, actually. Somebody check me on that. Dan Raposo is nodding his head saying, yes, it's the 11th. So Tuesday, the 11th, we work for 5 weeks, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, from 4 until 6 p.m. And here's my challenge to you. If you haven't sold at least 10 houses in the last 12 months, commit to the challenge of enrolling in that session and working through with us the basics to grow a real estate business, right? You're all now reading, because we're supporting our team leaders, right? We're all now reading The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, either for the first time or again this week. That's your first step. Look at all those red books. My goodness, it's so spectacular. Gary'd be doing a handstand. And so if you haven't sold at least 10 houses, decide that you're going to plug into this session with us. It's 2 hours a day for 3 days a week for 5 weeks. It's not a massive commitment of your time, but here's what I want to do. I want to make sure that if you're a brand new agent, you get the information and the tools that you need to launch properly. If you're an experienced agent, and experience could simply mean that you've been in the business for more than 27 minutes and you've maybe taken Ignite once already, I want you to plug back in, because your experience then allows us to do something even more exciting during our Ignite sessions, and that's Mastermind. What's working? Let's talk about open houses, but let's have a conversation around what really works in terms of driving traffic to open houses and converting those into actual closings. Let's have a conversation about social media and what really works about driving leads and converting into closings. Let's have a conversation around what events you're doing and a conversation around. So what I want to do is challenge you to say yes to this new round of Ignite, regardless of your experience level. And by your attendance, allow those sessions to not only deliver content, but to deliver masterminding opportunities for each of us. So that is my challenge to you. Registration links will go out, registration emails will go out later this afternoon for Ignite, but that begins next Tuesday, the 11th at 4 o'clock right here in this Zoom room. All right, challenge number 4. Then I have a bonus for you. Challenge number 4, hit your goals. My challenge to you for 2022, and that starts right now over the course of the next couple of weeks, is the business plan that you wrote, take that seriously. Don't just look at it as a piece of paper that you spent a little time on, right? That is your playbook. That is what tells you what to do every single day that you get up to work. Is it on big poster board plastered in front of your desk? Is it on your phone? Is it on the mirror in your bathroom? Is it plastered everywhere so that you can constantly be looking at what it is you are looking to achieve, so that your brain is converting that into activities to assist you to get there? Guys, nothing just shows up, right? Everything you want is uphill. So you can't have uphill goals and downhill habits. It doesn't work that way. Nobody rolls downhill into their goals. It'd be nice, but that's not the way it works, right? You've got to walk uphill to hit those goals. And in order to walk uphill, you have to know how to do that, what activities to take to get there. And in order to do that, you have to actually know where you're going. So my challenge to you over the course of the next couple of weeks is start this year off properly by really diving into the activities that drive your goals and hit them, right? Hit those goals. If you're curious about more on that, join me tomorrow at 1 o'clock for the You and Your Goals session right here in this Zoom room. We will discuss lots of strategies to help to get you on your way. All right, you want a bonus? Here's your bonus challenge as we run out of time. Your bonus challenge for the next 8 weeks. And I know this might be a big ask. However, your bonus challenge is figure out a way to start coming back into the office. Figure out a way that makes sense for you, that feels safe for you to come and spend time with your colleagues. I promise you, life in business is different when you plug in to our environment personally every day. For those of you who don't ever really know what that is, because you've only ever known Keller Williams on Zoom, we've got a whole new world for you waiting in 5 different locations, right? So come on down, let us see your face. Mask it up, double mask it up. That's all good. At least we'll see your eyeballs. So that's my challenge to you. Let us see your eyeballs over the course of the next 6 to 8 weeks. Because when one of you does it and another one of you does it and another one of you does it, all of a sudden, when you walk into the offices, you'll stop saying, oh, I came in, but no one was here, right? That means that more than one of you has to say, yes, I'm going to start going into the office, right? So plug into what we do online. My promise to you is that starting in February, we are going to start having in-person classes again. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work, but we are going to figure out how we can do that safely and productively and continue to broadcast them via Zoom. So those are my challenges for you. 5 for today. My goodness, how many challenges could we possibly cover in one 15-minute session? My wish for you is that you spend time with Debbie today at 9:30 and Joe today at 11:30, and I'll see you tomorrow at 9 and then 1 o'clock for the You and Your Goals session. Have a spectacular day. Stay safe. We'll see you soon. Love you guys. Bye.